Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. Welcome everybody. Okay, let's see, yeah, hello guys. Let's join up my Minecraft server. I'm gonna watch a video, so yeah. This is by Markiplier, but yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ordinarily, I would be the antithesis of whatever you want me to be, and my first instinct in my prior life was to go the opposite direction. But this time, knowing how you little shits never follow directions, and being on the other side of this argument, and knowing how frustrating it could be, even though I have all this amazing fun stuff planned right over there, and you would just be like, no, I want to go this way. When even if I didn't plan for that eventuality, and maybe I did plan for it, and I put something fun over there, knowing that you would counter my initial assessment, you will not get the best of me, and I will go left.
To whom it may concern, I know I'm capable, even when I'm nervous about jumping into something new, because that's where I found confidence in myself. I started a Google Career Certificate for a better life for me and my family. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. In just a few months, I learned the tools I needed to start my new career and was reminded that I can do anything.
Stand out with a Google Career Certificate. Visit grow.google/certificates.
It is born in the desire to unearth your true potential. It is.
Honestly, this is probably the rarer of the two doors. Maybe there's something special if you go through it for the first time. Although I don't really remember.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What to do about 432? Don't tell 432 about the meeting. I'm 427, I'm not 423, so that's definitely not me. This box is too small. I'm sure that there's tons of Easter eggs that you'll have to play through on your own. But for now, I'm gonna keep going. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Oh, hey, broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I mean, there's a broom in the broom closet, there's that, so to be perfectly honest, I think saying that nothing is here is kind of
There was nothing
wrong.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No reason at all, actually. Except this broom.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What could FA stand for? Fun assessment? Frantically aspirating?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am,
Standing
yes.
around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why?
I don't
Please
know.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I mean, if we're going to be completely honest with ourselves, it's because you are saying new lines the longer that I'm in here, and I just want to hear the sweet sounds of your voice.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
But also, if you think about it, it's the only door that actually opened from all the other doors that I tried to open that did not open.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't think so. You all are very proud of me to find this super secret broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Okay,
he
well.
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, I mean, that's not the worst thing that could happen. I suppose so. Maybe.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh!
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and
Yes.
you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yes.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Are you saying that you're not
Please remove
human?
their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
You said comedy, not
When
commentary.
you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, but what if I don't? I'm dead and then there's nobody around because I didn't have friends nor family. I am completely alone and isolated. What are you gonna do about that, big guy? Who happens to be either an alien or some machine intelligence? I mean, I'm a patient man. I can wait here a very long time. I think, in fact, maybe in the past I did wait here a very long time. Maybe this is some sort of time loop and I've already seen so many of these things before. Nah.
Ah, second player. Good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay. But what if there is something in here? All right, fine. I'll leave. I know that I was probably on the cusp of a secret.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I will do exactly as you say, because once again, this is the path that people really, really, really probably don't do, because they are averse to authority. Wow. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. Extreme. Extreme bathrooms. Hello? 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 Anybody got a broom closet?
Stepping into his manager's office,
Yes.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Did you say dark?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Well, I can't possibly have known that, so I guess I'll leave. A lot of books.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yes. I couldn't. Why does my reticle appear just for the. It's when I get near to the thing.
2845.
2845. I hear you loud and clear. Let me out! Let me out! Alright, 2845, huh?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
What
and Stanley
door?
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at that! Wow. Alright. I got flashlight, buddy? I don't know. Whoa. I hope. Okay. Ooh, ah.
Once we get 7 people, like more people than we release,
All right,
I'm
then.
gonna do a giveaway for something really OP.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I always
It
feel
was
like
a
that.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Ow.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ooh! Ah, free will! Ah, it hurts! Or it's heartburn! Or a heart attack! Either way, what is with this? I hate you. I don't like you. Why are you like this? Clearly you're something, or else it would be something not the...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wow. Escape. No thanks. Wow. Button. Button! Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Whoa, you right.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
What
himself.
horrible secret
He
did this...
have the strength to find out?
I don't know, I guess I'm... Anyway. So you said these were television screens. Can I play Elden Ring in here? Is that something I can do? Whoa-boom.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Whoa.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What was 582? Something was weird about 528. Well, no one's here, so I guess it's fine. They're all free. No harm, no foul, I suppose, if you really think about it, which I'm not. I never think about anything. What was I, 287? 278? No.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Yeah.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
What are
Was
the
this the only
odds?
reason he was happy with his boring job?
No
that his
way.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I like this box. Yes. No. Whatever you said. I agree.
No. He refused to believe it.
Yeah.
He couldn't accept it.
No.
His own life in someone else's control.
Employee pirate?
Never.
What?
It was unthinkable.
Why?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
No.
Had he
Yes.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. No? Yes. Hello? Hi.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I'm deciding
For
that
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I will dismantle the controls once and for all. Yes, I can't see much. It's kind of dark. 1, 2. Hello? Do I go up there? I can't really go up there, can I? Oh, yeah, no, it's so dark. I can't see. No. How do I do facility power? I see. I see. Hello, mind control, idle, awaiting input. It's all about the illusion of choice.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
You right. Yeah, you right.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the control.
I thought I needed to turn it on to break
You
it.
enslaved all these years. You
No,
go and
I
you try
thought-
to take control of the machine for
No!
yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No, I thought I needed to turn it off to, like,
Stanley,
break it or
I
something.
applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
Oh, I'm
If you
sorry.
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I
I'm afraid you
wasn't
don't have nearly the power
trying
you think you
to.
do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
I thought.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
I thought.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
No, I'm trying to justify the fact that I didn't even want to do it in the first place.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I just hate to see it go.
I really didn't even mean to do
What I come up
this.
with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm
You
trying.
know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Okay,
not?
thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Yes, but also I was really trying to.
What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
I didn't
That this
know.
video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To
Right.
see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Okay.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
I'm
That's
looking.
30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Okay.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
I mean, technically,
Will you
that is
cling
kind of an
desperately
ending.
to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Iconic just didn't have that sort of.
So guys, I was just quickly doing something.
Impact game that we saw him have on the Sonics last year.
Iconic, who just
Now that you finally stopped talking, I just wanted to say that I wanted to turn it off. That was actually my objective. I just assumed that I needed to turn it on before I turned it off. that was kind of the whole thing, and you were pretty ambiguous about it, so all of your evil villain speech was awfully misplaced in comparison to what I actually wanted to do, which was turn the whole thing off in the first place. But anyway, I'm not bitter.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I missed a memo. Maybe I missed a bit of a memo.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay. That was fun. I really like that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Turlet. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Soy, that's a lovely bird. Say that's a lovely person. Ooh, door! Hey! Oh! Anyway. I was kind of hoping to go... Ooh. Hello! Okay.
I tried to... What?
Everybody now! Hey! Oh! Ah! Looks like I have a robot eye. No, it's gone. Yes. Did he say all together now? Ow. Oh, feeling sick now in my gut. I cannot feel my own butt. I want to go out, buy some smut, and I am stuck in a rut. I wish I wasn't where I nut. Ow.
I suck at garbage. I'm okay-ish. Bridging in general ain't the best, but garbage, I'm okay.
Oh.
absolutely epic designs. From Hitman, official display collections, made to last, easy to...
Okay, I can't remember if there was... Okay, I can't remember if there was actually something there or not in a previous version. But alas, I must continue. I'm sweaty. 2845.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Boop. That's what I meant to do from the very beginning.
Blackness.
Oh.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
I don't know, feels good, man.
Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Oh.
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yeah!
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I did. All me, baby. 100% me.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Come on. I'm not happy. Come on. Well, there you have it, everybody. The Stanley Parable. Thank you so much for joining. Whoa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean? Hank, input received. Did I miss a computer with that? I see input received. New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. What does it mean? Hello. Ooh, hey. Cool. I like new content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I'm delighted.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah! Me also as well. Well, where do I start?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Me also. Also, I forgot it was 2013. That's how long ago this was. Good God.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or,
Oh,
here we
damn.
go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Me too.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Well,
it's
I
as if
mean-
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'm trying. Why don't you know what the content is? I thought you... Oh.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I get a jump? Whoa! Damn, this is a good workout. I can't jump that name.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that was pretty cool, I guess. Oh.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If
Yeah.
this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I
Yeah.
could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Okay.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Okay.
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Me too. Whoa. Pit of Doom, I like that. Is it gonna break on? Nope.
Oh. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Okay.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
All right. Cool. I'm down with that. Oh. Wait. Narrator! Narrator, do you...
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, you know what? You opened a vent for me, so I really appreciate that. How you doing? What do you got for me? Something cool?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Okay, cool.
Wow! I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
No way. I actually kind of like the memory zone. That sounds pretty
You
cool.
see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I mean, not really a waste. I wouldn't say that 2013 was peak year for gaming, but I mean, it was pretty good. I'm loving this. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh. That's very nice. Oh, okay. Well, you didn't. Oh. Ah. Okay, well, this is all very nice. I like it. This is lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna go AFK for a little bit, guys. You guys can do your thing. Yeah, I gotta go AFK for a little bit.
tomorrow, and hopefully we can make something work. The only reason he seemed up for taking an interview with me is because I told him I worked for the BBC. So I'm going to run with that and say that we're running a positive story on the KKK, and hopefully that tricks him into accepting an interview. Hello, is this Thomas Robb? Here we go. Hello, yes I know. I'd love to get an interview with you. I've come from the UK to speak to you. We're trying to do a story on why the KKK isn't racist. We basically just want to talk it all over with you, if that's okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye. I can't believe it. You know we did the impossible. Oh my god. You know what happens when you say, I'm from the UK, I'm from the BBC? You just think this is some important thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Can I have it? The fact this man has accepted an interview with the BBC with no background check or any need for identification shows his stupid intelligence level. He's definitely going to be taking advantage of that. For years, Thomas Robb has had interviews that have been able to put the KKK's racist views out into the world, and I think it's time for someone to troll this man and make him look like the idiot he is. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're about to meet up with the leader of the KKK. In the past, when I've spoken to racist people, I always tried to avoid confronting them, because the moment you confront them, you get no information. We're trying to show what he actually believes. I genuinely want to find out, and then you start the trolling. But God, there is no organization more racist than the KKK.
I don't know what he's saying. I'll just kill him if he doesn't give it to me. Is that guy like... I'll give it to you. Oh. What should we give him?
Oh, don't cry because it's over. Cry because it happened. Oh, that's very nice. Very lovely. Hup, ba-doop, ba-doop. Oh. Oh, don't play for 5 years? I think I actually got that one. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. I bet. Wow. Nominee. Nominee. Ooh. Creator Surprisingly not. I love fake newspapers. That's one of my favorite things. Oh, it's good. Good stuff. Good stuff, narrator. Ooh. In loving memory of little Stanley. Oh. Oh, you're not gonna let me sit on that bench? Oh my God, this
And
is so
over
nice.
here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Well.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
What?
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I mean, that's all right, isn't it? It's not the worst thing in the world if you think about it. I like elevators. I literally just spent like 30 minutes in an elevator just a little bit ago, and I had the time of my life. Minecraft. Nice dirt house. Was that in the game? I don't even remember. Oh. Huh? Oh. Hi.
To whom it may concern. Just because I worked in the same field for 10 years doesn't mean it's what I was meant to do. I completed the Google Career Certificate to help build my skills to pursue my dream job. And with 3 young kids at home, being able to learn at my own pace was so important. If you give me a chance, I can continue my journey.
Stand out with a Google Career Certificate. Visit grow.google/certificates.
Life can change fast. Why not get a flexible mortgage that changes with it? Talk to a Scotia Home Financing Advisor about a step mortgage. Scotiabank, you're richer than you think.
Who are you? All right. Oh. What's down here? Ooh. Memory zone maintenance. Okay. I'm not gonna pry. I'm not here to break your memory lane. This is all very nice. Lovely. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Oh, good.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay. I mean, you make a fair argument there, buddy. Oh, that's very nice. Ooh. Oh, the serious room. I want to go to the serious room. Wait, didn't I hear a door open? Can I not go to the serious room? I've lost my ability to jump.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Hey.
I haven't looked at these in years.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Bobby, possibly. Who knows? Uh-oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I mean, you right or you wrong, I'm not 100% sure. But also, that review was made on my birthday, so there you go. That's what you get. It wasn't me, by the way. I didn't leave that review. Kind of stormy in here.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
There was a whole...
This is actually quite shocking for
There's
me.
a while there where I couldn't.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the
Can't
game's
exactly talk now
dialogue
either.
as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
come on, man.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Yeah.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Well, I leave no comment. Ooh.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. Can I jump? I don't need to. Skip. Hey.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
Like it or not, there's gonna come a day when you think,
I should record this presentation.
We should do a podcast.
A pod what?
I should start a YouTube channel.
I should record my screen.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
And
We're pushing
I've
a
Never
never
actually. Oh my god.
We record a lot of stuff.
yep, you do. But before you share it,
Sent. I don't like this.
you're gonna wanna edit it first.
Uh-oh.
But editing is
Hard, I know. Where do you even start, right? Well, I'll show you where to start. Meet Descript. It's a powerful new tool that makes editing easy. So easy that you'll want to edit videos.
nice. How does it
Work? Well, first you need some video or audio. If you've already got some, just drag.
Hey.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Oh, cool.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
It wasn't.
Not that, of course, you need a description of
It
it. but
really
if I had to
wasn't.
describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Uh-huh.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been at... Stanley!
Eh?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Where?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
I read...
Stanley, the door is gone. It's
Ooh.
completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Huh.
And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
I read a Junji
I can't
Ito
control
about this.
anything. In this room, Stanley, I can't touch it, and I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine.
I don't
I have
know.
no idea who they are.
I don't
Well, it
either.
doesn't really matter, but here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
Yes.
Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Hi.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Ooh.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
Oh, I
Because
hear 'em.
maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Maybe not.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Okay.
Was I scared of that all along?
I don't know.
Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time.
Oh,
When I
maybe.
stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us. I'm suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality hurtling inward and decaying.
Right.
I can tell that I am becoming less and less real.
Yep.
Yet to speak to you now, I am alive.
Wow.
I am truly and completely here.
Great.
I am a... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hey, hello.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me
Yes.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart.
Good.
It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust, simultaneously.
Wow.
I was consumed by it.
Great.
I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity. For what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt free.
Good.
I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines.
There
and that
you
each
go.
of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
Beautiful.
It was incredible.
Good.
The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite.
Oh.
For the longest time, this was my experience.
That's good.
And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence.
Okay.
I wish you to feel afraid as I do.
Oh,
that
cool.
perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Oh, okay. We finally learned to enjoy the quiet, I suppose. Anyway. Bibbidi bobbidi boop.
I'm Andre DeGrasse, and I believe in being unstoppable. So do small business owners like Dr. Vora, who uses his mobile device to update his website anytime, any place. And Jasmine, who used GoDaddy to create an online store. And Harpreet, who won't let anything stop him from getting found online using GoDaddy search tools. Page one, baby! So don't stop being unstoppable, Canada. Start your website for free with GoDaddy today.
Welcome to the dealership. Meet my manager.
Hi, welcome to the dealership. Meet my manager. Hi, welcome to the dealership. Meet my manager.
Hi, welcome to the dealership.
Unlike other dealerships, with Driving Change XP, we have a one-contact purchase, meaning you deal with one person from start to finish. Driving Change XP. What you see is what you pay. Wild, huh?
I think I'm detecting that unending darkness that you were talking about. The unequivocal fear of nothingness embracing me. Some yada yada baloney like that. Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. Narrator, did you die? Hello, the narrator has died and slumped over on their keyboard. If any other ethereal being from another dimension can just take over, that'd be great.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse.
Right.
They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something.
Hello? Water? Water. Once the bringer of life, but now the bringer of death.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay. Getting a little wet back there. Seems to be a bit of a oh. Huh. Narrator? You alright, buddy? Yo, you okay? Can I just mention you wanted me to push this button in the first place? Oh. Buddy? Oh, whoa! Hey, look at that. That's lovely. Oh. Damn, I feel bad, though. Oh, God. Oh, that's not nearly as good. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, very quiet. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh, am I? Oh. Hey! Freedom! Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, no. How long have I been in that room? This might be one of the most horrifying depictions of an eternity of torment I've ever really seen. And speaking of horrifying depictions of eternal torment, here I am.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hi!
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's why I always say, like, I would never, ever want to live forever. New content! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's go, baby!
You noticed my sign?
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh boy. What? What is it? What do you have, buddy? Good to hear from you again. Did you lose yourself in the eternity?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
Oh,
and
good.
about how roundly disappointing his ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
I mean-
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
You
so
right.
Forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! Ah, the end is never the end again.
See, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
You
it's
right.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and
Bro.
long-term franchising potential.
You
Hello,
right. You
I'm
right. You
not
so
well.
right. Noom. Time to wake up. Ooh. Never underestimate a coffee enjoyer who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. Oh, but you right. You right. I would never underestimate. Never in a million years. Meeting at 2 p.m. Genius! Stanley can throw axes. Stanley gets boons from goods. Artistic, intimate wives. Free room, roam mode, dress up mode, microdose, proper gameplay, nudes. Fuel canisters. Oh my god, yes! Yes! They're back. 2 doors. I love this so much. I love this. Don't talk to me before I've had my... I love the mugs. God, I swear. I didn't get the idea for the mugs from space from this, but God, I love it. Oh, I love it! I love it so much. I love everything about this.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Ah, you right. You are the sequel. Oh, come on now. Ooh. Ah. New feature. New content. New content! Oh, I thought it was actually going to be that. But it was not that. This is delightful. I can smell the money. I can smell the money. Ooh, whoa!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, wow. Is that Stanley? Ooh. Name. Hear your name.
I graduated from the Haskins School of Business with a Master of Management degree, and it was a 10-month program. The Master of Management program helped me find a job because it gave me that business exposure. It also helped me polish up my resume and cover letter. It gave me the networking skills and just gave me the confidence to put myself out there for jobs that I thought maybe I wouldn't have a chance.
It is born in the desire to unearth your true potential. It is born in the dedication to strive for excellence, to persist through defeat, to outplay, outthink, outwork one's adversaries. It is honor, it is spirit, it is glory to be victorious, to be fearless, to be champion.
Hear your name in the game. Oh my god, yes! The button that says the name of the...
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
That is wonderful! That is wonderful! How do you do it? How do you do it?
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Oh.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
Jim.
of the future. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Jim.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Jim.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Jim.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Jim.
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
Jim.
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Jim!
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Jim,
If so,
back on the
then please
scene!
Step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. It hits even harder the second
Jim.
time. If this were
Jim.
the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim, why are you stuck in a button?
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No,
Otherwise,
no.
soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim! I'll find you, Jim! Cousin Jim! I want to press the Jim button some more. I really want to press the Jim button some more.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
The button that says the name of the jump circle, infinite hole. Infinite hole. Merge! This is incredible. The reassurance. The bucket of reassurance. Do I get to feel validated as a creator?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Right.
Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Yeah.
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yes.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yes.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Thank you. I do enjoy a good bucket. Can I press the button that says Jim
Does
some more?
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I have no idea. 344. 340.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
I didn't know that I was
think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I don't know. That's funny.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh.
Get Well Someday it is.
Okay. Thank you for my input.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Yes, I agree. The jump circle!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Let's.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No jumps remaining. Okay, all right, that's fair enough. I get it. It's fine. No, free new and easy achievement. Well, I like the sound of that, but settings world champion. That's new. Ah. Okay. Hey.
Mechanics keep the world go around, I think. I get to go, solve problems, work with my hands. I take a lot of pride in the work I do. It makes me feel great. Like, I feel like I'm making a difference in the world.
Settings. World champion. Presentation. What do you mean? Settings world champion. Settings world. Where? Ah! Fine, whatever. I'm assuming that there is some kind of settings secret there, but I'm not patient enough to discover it, or obstinate enough to break my way through it. What am I looking at?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Mhm.
Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, the ending that you heard Jim. I heard Jim in the game. I did hear Jim in the game. That's different. All right. Whatever you say, man. I could do the collectibles.
Looks like you might be hacking.
Merchandising is important. Can you find them? I don't know. Can I? Hello?
Oh, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay, 1 of 6. Oh. I guess I'm done.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yeah, tragic. We hate that. I hate it most of all. Anyone who likes it is clearly an idiot. Okay. Achievement. Everyone knows how big I am about achievements. Pull the lever, receive your achievement, no more steps, it just works. Hey!
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yes.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Done.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Gamers! Gamers! Whatever. It's fine. Not a big deal. It's fine. I guess there's no achievement to be had here, so I guess I'll just move on. Thank you for wasting everybody's time, including my own, which is obviously the most important time.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. Have we done it here?
No, buy me it basically for that.
This was the balloons. Who is the lady? That's my question is there. Who is the lady? What about that intimate scene with the wife? Holy moly! I do love Infinite Hole. Oh. Ah. A wormhole, perhaps? Ooh. Ah. Oh. Ooh. All right. Can I go in this infinite hole? Hole of infinity?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. I don't need to tell me twice. Here I go!
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why would that be? Are you telling me this whole lane is infinite as you suggest it to be? Are you a fraud?
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ow.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
It was your idea.
The hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Maybe you made the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I made every word of it!
Put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite.
And it wasn't nearly mostly infinite.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay. I do like the hole, though. If you think about this
I'm just
hole,
hungry.
it's kind of representative of this bucket. Infinite possibilities and calmness that resides from it. Yes, that's a word. Don't question me. Who threw cigarettes into this hole? What kind of maniac would litter in this hole?
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
You don't know that there's a problem at all.
The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It did.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite.
I'm live.
I didn't think it was that not infinite.
Huh.
Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
Right.
What's going on here?
What is going
Stanley,
on here?
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I like that
There
idea.
it is.
Oh.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It really doesn't.
Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Hey. Hey.
Is the,
Give me a
teleport
jump.
button not working?
Give me a jump!
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Yeah.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of the time.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll be here. It's a nice hole. Did anyone hear any of the ethereal rumbling from beyond the beyond?
Money. If we don't take it through the school, it costs hundreds of dollars to take it elsewhere. Just pay attention, do your best. They know they're dealing with
Holy
students.
shit.
Giving you that.
Look at this hole. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that there was so much more to you, hole. You had depths unlike anyone could ever imagine. Deeper, more profound, more elegant than anything I could have ever hoped for. I love you, hole. Just like I've loved every hole I've ever encountered, but more. Infinitely more. Change my perspective. Whoa! Oh, there he is! Whoa! Ooh. Ooh. Damn! Oh, God! Look at that hole! Ugh! Perception! Ooh. Ooh. This is the greatest hole that anyone's ever made in the entirety of forever. Ooh. What am I? I'm upside down. That's what I. Oh my god. Ooh.
Stanley?
Ooh.
Stanley!
Huh?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
What
drifting
happened?
away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
I thought you
Because
left.
this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You
Okay.
don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Dude, I was
From the
all
looks of
about that
things,
hole.
You and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
I
and
was
I'm looking forward to all
so
of them.
into that hole.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
I was so all about that hole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let me back in. Let me back in, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. Going back to the hole.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm gonna go find the hole, thank you. Ooh, really good hole. No, please. No. Fine. I think I remember there being some kind of area that I had not been before. And I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna go inside of it. And then I'm gonna see it. And everything that it wants me to be.
Minecraft fam, if you
What
want
is
to join
this?
in, IP's in
Exit?
the description. You just
Isn't
want to
there
join
another thing
mine.
that I didn't see
You
before?
want to put in the thing if you're on Bedrock Edition, do
Yeah, I guess that's it.
bedrock.
Alright, well, this is really great. This is going to be a great
minehut.com.
sequel once it comes out. I'm
And
really
put in
proud of us
/join,
and what we've
TTS
accomplished here.
box.
How much money do I get out of the sale of this?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Well,
Ready to move on now?
I want to see more hole, but whatever. Would have loved to have more hole. If I could go back through the hole, it'd be great, but whatever.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah,
yes,
most
I know
of
it's
them.
not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Give me Jim in the hole. Give me Jim in hole. Hole and Jim.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm ready.
I mean, there's potential here, right? Sort of. Okay, never mind.
Let me in the hole.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
No, no, it's perfect. Don't. Oh.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Give me the hole.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
That's an idea.
Would it possibly work?
No.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay.
Right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm looking.
Yes, good idea.
Actually, this is pretty dope. I'm 100% down with that. Looks so cool. You did great. It's red like my room right now. It's the exact same red. It's actually almost insane how similar it is. It's actually kind of like you took my room that I'm in right now and There are really a lot of parallels to this game that I'm drawing from things that I have made recently and am currently experiencing as a human being in this extreme exact moment. I'm starting to get a little worried, but this is dope as hell. Let's do this. I am ready. I am ready.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I don't want to skip. I would never skip.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Uh-huh.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Yes.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Okay.
Something he would never quite forget.
Okay.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Get well someday, huh?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Not my favorite.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hey, boop. Okay, that's the second input. That's good. Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Alright, cool. No new content. No new content.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I do. Okay. Seems like a whole lot of nothing. You got any holes around here?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Yeah.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
It is possible. Hey. Hi.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Ooh.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Ooh.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
Oh,
it's as
God.
clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Well, maybe it should have it.
I can really feel it now.
I mean,
it's
I
a
could.
bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Okay.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
Makes sense to me.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
I'm not really that attached to it.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
I would hand it over.
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Broom closet, if you want this bucket, you can have it. I've had it for maybe a minute. You could have it.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh.
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, Broom